Right guys, I'm down on the floor because this battery is so heavy, and that is the only disadvantage of like leisure batteries as opposed to the lithium ones. Anyway, I'm a bit of a sort of like kind of keep it standard a little bit kind of guy, a little bit like that as regards. Well, the thing is, at the end of the day, the motorhome comes with this kind of battery installed from the word go, and we've had a long time of like trouble-free power issues really. So we had an issue originally with our original leisure battery. It was about coming up for probably 18 months, and I was in Portsmouth area and I bought a new leisure battery at South Downs Motorhome Centre, because that weekend we were doing a couple of nights without any power, and anyway, it sort of started like, oh no, we got a bit of power loss here. So anyway, we got over there and they had a reasonably priced battery that was compatible with this motorhome. So we kind of like, yeah, it's I don't know, 120, 100. I think he actually did it for 110 maybe, something like that. It was pretty reasonable. So it was 18 months ago when we put our fresh one in, and what I did in the end was I coupled the two batteries. I left that one that was a little bit dodgy in the box, and basically had the two coupled together. We'll get in there and have a look in a minute. So anyway, in the meantime, we've been sort of talking about it, you know, what's the point of that? Obviously that was getting weak. We need to out that battery and replace that one with another new one. So we've got one in there that's 18 months old, and we've now just got this little baby, which is a bit of a beastie, and we're going to put it in. So we're going to have hopefully two up and together leisure batteries. You know us, at the end of the day, we're not into off-grid, you know what I mean, and you know how much lithium batteries. I literally picked up this today from a outlet that I use for electrical products, and we're having a little bit of a chat, and he says, you know, the equivalent power of this battery in a lithium is considerably a lot more money, considerably. And I was kind of like, well, there you go, you know. And then obviously if you want to go for extra solar panels and controllers and upgrades and stuff like that, but we've had most of the time with us, we've not had, you know, we're always kind of like not far away from a hookup point. So let's have a look in the box and let's see where it goes, and we'll get it installed, hopefully. So the batteries are located in under this passengers, well, it's like a seat, you know, here behind the driver's seat. I'm not going to get too right. We're just going to remove the sponges. The back sponge just unclips, and we get rid of that, and then that flips up. I keep my vacuum cleaner in here, that little Dyson. So I'm going to remove the Dyson, and then I've got two nice, I'm just going to remove my insulated door glass cover, and so I've got two bits of like rubber matting in here that I just literally light over the top of the batteries. Let's flip them out. So here is the two batteries, and there is my original one, which is the Varta, and the other one is a this is the one I got from South Downs 18 months ago, which is this platinum leisure one. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to remove these leads just for safety really, and then we'll recouple up in a minute. So basically you can see the wires. There's the positive off that one going to the positive there, so they're just like link leads, and basically I think on my fresh battery the posts are going to be the same as this style, so I might just have to sort the wires out a little bit. We'll just see how it looks in a minute. So let's get a spanner and let's get these link leads removed. So now with this battery disconnected, I just wanted to make sure what level of charge this has got in it. So I'm just going to refer back to my gauge on the panel. So with this panel turned on, I'm going to check my, so there he is, he's 13.5. So that's perfect. I just didn't want to, I just wanted to make sure they're both going to be kind of like evenly matched before I put the new one in. Just make sure, but he's fully charged. It's on hookup at the moment, so that shouldn't be a problem. Take 3. Yeah, so it's going right up round. It's right up on 13.5. It's just a case of removing this Varta. Just going to go for the straight tug. Oh, if I can. It's so weighty. Oh, I can't remember what. I might have to take the this out. Let's get that removed, just to let it go by easier. Just remove that Truma pipe. There, it's like a screw into there. So there's the hole down below that just screws in. So they just unscrew, take that away, and then I'll just get a little bit more of a. It's not such an angle, so hopefully just one. If I get my hand in there and just remove that one, they're so weighty. There you go. Just put this over on the carpet like so, and we have. It isn't the best scenario in the world to have a pack-in Turkey travel book in between, but you never know when you're going to be in Cappadocia, do you? So and with the 2 batteries in there, little bit of packing in between. I might not. Let's get the new YUASA in and see how it's looking. But there's the other one, the Leisure Platinum. So I've just dropped the new YUASA in, and so I just wanted to show you guys. It's just reminded me actually, because what happened when I wanted to fit the 2 that last time, there's a bolt hole right down between the gap, and there is no way I can access that. So that's why I had the book in, is pack in. I've just dropped that in now, and it fits nicely towards the inner side, so it's like sat in there, but there's still this gap where it can like move around. It's probably, but it's probably minimal. They're heavy, but I want to just pack that out anyway. So I'm just going to try the book in. I might just have to tip it. Let's have a little look. Let's just tip it that way, and I'm going to drop that book back in like that. Okay, and that does the job. That does the job. Just pack it out, and there is no movement there. Then that's in the tray, nicely packed out. Like I say, that was 18 months ago and we've done a lot of miles since then. There's no problem whatsoever. So now I'm going to have to check out the leads. So I'm just going to have a little look at these leads and just route them the best I can, get them nice and neat, and right, we'll do that. I'll just have a little play with that next. So I'm just going to put my camera down. Okay, so I've just attached the positive terminal on there, and this is the other end of the lead, which I've sort of dropped down in towards the gap. I'm just trying to get it nice and the best I can, tidy wise. I think I'm going to go around that way like that and have it flat on the post over that way. So I'll get this set up, and then we'll show you what we've done in a second, because it's a little bit I don't want to with positive leads flying around and stuff. You just got to be very, very careful with the electrics. Completely reconnected all the leads, and as you can see, so the positive lead there, I've run under, so there's the negative above it. So I've just dropped them down in the gap a little bit just to try and keep it nice and tidy, and then the positive lead is coming up round there and rejoining the link post onto the positive of that battery. So and the other side, the positive one is nicely laying in there over the top of that this is the negative, and that's laying in over the top of the positive lead and coming around on the back side and then coming up to the post on that one. So that's a nice little tidy job. I've just made sure all these terminals, just tap them down a little bit with a I'll show you my little hammer that I'm using. Just give them a little tiny tap down on. You don't need to go too mad, but just make sure the connection is well attached and nice and tight, and there we have it. The batteries are now installed, so that's absolutely perfect. I'm over the moon with that. So basically we've got really nice fully charged up ledgers, twin ledgers, giving us ample for what I need to be using. I'm just going to poke that through there. So we just poke that back through there, put the pipe back in there, just reattach that one, screw that up for that Truma pipe. Great stuff. Just to finish off, I'll get my rubber mats and just put them over the top, just like lay them in there. It just gives me my surface back. You don't want anything just protecting over the top, and if you just want to like use that as a storage. Oh, I'll tell you what I did find, hang on, let's just show you guys this. So anybody with a burstner, because this has been tucked away in there for a while, so they the burstner people give you with their burstner machines a little dustpan, a little so there's your little dustpan, that, and a little brush, and that clips in kind of like that, and then it does stow away in the waste bin at the top of the waste bin. There is the waste bin, so there's the little, but in all honesty, they're a little bit flimsy and they tend to drop in the bin. We've sort of like, I think one day I was kind of like, what's that in my dustbin? Oh no, it's the bloody, yeah, it's a little dustpan. So I tend to, instead of it falling out all the time and you catch it, and yeah, so it's one of them, but that is where your little dustpan and brush does actually locate in the waste bin. But I do actually keep it down in here, because I've got a little broom that I use for that kind of thing, so I just sort of keep it tucked away, and then it will be there. Like I say, if I ever sell the vehicle or something like that, you've got everything that goes with the vehicle, so keep it down in there. I wonder what it was a minute ago. I was like, hello, what's that? I know what that is. Yeah, it's still down there. So yeah, and I just utilise that for my Dyson. I just got my little bag, so the Dyson with the attachments and the wires just fit in there. I'll tell you what, so because I'm always looking for stowage, and I've got something to stow, which is that Transcool. So we're looking for a little place to put the Transcool, so I might just have a little jiggle around and see if it'll fit in the box there, because that'll be quite handy actually, wouldn't it? I've got nothing else to put in there. That's cool. Okay, so what I've actually done now, I've just found myself one of my little storage bins that I'm not using anymore. Well, I wasn't using anymore until today. It's back in service. So now the Transcool hopefully is going to tuck away. I've just got to watch, there's a switch on the side of it. Will he just sit in there? I think he's going to sit in there. Sweet as a nut. Just going to put the lead down in the front like that, and then I've got a box that goes with it, and that is the mains power lead in there. That's got the cigarette lighter end on it, so I want to take the mains one as well, so I'm just going to slide that. I think, is that going to slide? That's just going to sit in there nice and tidy. Solution. And there's my insulated door panel, which I do like to keep inside here as well, because I know where it is. And I think tonight that's a nice little job done. So excellent. Rightio, let's get the cushions back on, that down there like that, and then we'll put the lower, get that lower cushion on, and then I'll just grab the back cushion that sits on there like that. Job done. Job done. So that's me done tonight, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you're looking to obviously fit a couple of conventional leisure batteries in your vehicle and you've got the space, not too bad. I did a video back along about fitting that battery, I think, because I did make up them leads, but it's not that difficult. You can get the leads and the terminals and make up some little patch leads to connect these batteries up. Not too difficult. Let us know what you think. If you need any more information on things like that, creeping up the leads, as crimpers you can get to crimp up them big terminals and make it super safe. So yeah, what I was going to go on to say is the fact that I think everybody needs campsites in a way, and I know people are trying to save money by camping off grid, and I was talking to the guy at the electrical suppliers today about this. He was like, you haven't got lithium batteries, and I said, to be honest, mate, I'm not too off-griddy. Even when we go abroad, I just said, look, basically we've been using them camping car park places in France just recently, and they're so good value for money, and they all seem to have electricity except for the one in Lyon-Saint-Mer, but no, and that's just a temporary issue. Most of them have got electricity, so we're always hovering around electricity, not that far away. Plus the other thing with me, I've done a video on it before, your toilet waste. I don't take 2 cassettes. I only got 1 cassette. We can probably go for maybe 3 days, and I've got just had to grab my little fan. It's getting a bit warm. So yeah, I'm getting back to this. I can only go 2 or 3 days, and I've basically then got to find a campsite to use their chemical toilet, stuff like that. Yeah, and them cost of them camping car parks. He was talking, where are you off to next? And I said, yeah, we're just heading down to Spain. Where are you stopping? Yeah, and I was telling him, in France, there's a couple of maybe camping car parks that I want to use. And there is one that I've got my eye on in Biarritz. Hopefully, if it peels off, it's €14.30 for a 24-hour period in Biarritz. I was looking. Just up the road is a Radisson Blu hotel, and for a Sunday night it's over 230, 240 euros per night. Scary. So basically, me, haven't got quite to that lithium battery, Victron equipment coming out my ears. I haven't kind of needed it. In the period that we've had this motorhome, and the previous one before that. So let us know what you think. It'd be interesting to get some hits on that. Have you got 2 leisure batteries coupled together? How do you get on? How long does it last you? I don't, it's a bit of one of them, innit? And it depends with electrics like that. It depends what you're running. You know me. On this trip, I shall be carrying 2 power banks. One at 500 watts, the Transcool one, and the other one, which is the Sanfoy, the orange one that I've just recently done a review on, which is 600 watts. They power my MacBook and stuff like that, and do my drone batteries and camera batteries perfectly well. And we have a solar panel for one of them power stations, power banks. So, and that kind of like gets me by, you know, prior doing filming and stuff like that with drones and a lot of batteries, GoPros, and you know, obviously I didn't need so much power back then, and we got by. So it's always handy. Let us know what you think. I'm going to call it a day. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching this video, and yeah, let's see what happens on the next video. Right, I'm off. Thanks for watching.